Hey, good morning, guys. Just waking up. It's about 5:15. I drove out here last night, Friday night, stayed the night, got the canvas cutter out on the cot. Sun's just barely starting to come up behind me. So plan is today, go hiking on this trail for a while and then bomb off on a couple of these steeper hills. I was in here one time earlier this year and found a couple of sheds, but there's tons of bull elks on. I should have found more. So the plan is today get back into the sign, glass them up, and hopefully find some elk sheds. So next time you see me, hopefully I'm picking up some sheds or glass and seeing some elk or something. All right, let's get this party started. Got my pack loaded, got my water bottles, got my glassing stabilizer, got my snake stick for today. And let's get after it. Let's hit the trail. Here's the trail I'm on. Looking like Coos country. Hopefully I'll find something. Just hiking in right now. Well, I left the truck about an hour and a half ago. I just left the trail about a half hour ago. I got my first shed of the day. A super old chalky Coos deer shed. Just in the bottom of this wash right here. It's old and chalky, but it's a pretty decent antler. So hopefully that's the first of many today. Let's see what else we can turn up. Well, I've been just hiking along this bottom. A spring just popped out. And I've got my first elk shed right down here at the bottom. Looks like a pretty decent, massive one. Looks like an old bull. Look how big around that base is. Oh, it's busted. Holy crap, it's heavy. Goofy. It's got a tiny second. The third is way down. But that thing is super massive. That's about a 9-pound antler at least. Pretty nice one. Hopefully there's a lot more big bulls like that in here. Well, I haven't found anything for hours. And that's not exactly what we're looking for. Super old Coos deer shed, broken off, been here for probably 10 years. And I'm about to get hit with a big storm. I do have my rain jacket. I don't know, it looks like it's headed this way. So I'm almost to this trail. I need to find some cover and just start heading back to the truck. It's been a pretty slow day. I only have those 2 antlers. Well, just making it back to the truck. Hiked for 13 hours and 15 minutes. Man, it's been a long day. I thought by the time I got back to the truck it was going to be 17 miles, but it's only 15. But still, it's a pretty good day. Didn't find quite what I wanted. Only found 3 sheds today. 1 Coos deer shed, or 2 Coos deer sheds, and 1 really nice elk shed. This thing still weighs 11 to 12 pounds at least, and the third's busted on it. So the truck's right here. I am super excited to get something cold to drink, and then we'll see what we're gonna do tomorrow. All right, I just set up another camera on that tree. So dump some salt there. Let's see what this brings in. I'll come check that in a couple weeks, see what we got. Well, I actually glassed up a shed another ridge or two over, maybe. So I'm kind of hiking down. I see an old chalky mule deer shed. Just a little guy, probably about 4 or 5 years old. But maybe there's more in here. Let's see what else we can turn up. Just a little guy. Got a decent main beam, just tiny forks, little crab claw on the front. Old and chalky on this side. I'm trying to scout today. All I've seen is some cow elk, a bear, a coos deer, doe, and some turkeys. But let me keep heading up this way, see if that other antler is an antler, if it's a stick. See what else we can turn up in here. Oh, I got a monsoon over there. Got a crazy monsoon storm coming right there. But right ahead of me, right there, can you see him? Looks like we got a side-by-side set. Looks like a pretty decent 4x4. Sweet. It's a little bit cracked. I bet it's from last year, just out here in the sun. They might even be 2 years old. But let me get some pics and then let's get them picked up on camera. We might be getting some rain here shortly. Looks like one heck of a storm coming. Let me get some pictures. Decent frame. It's got a weak back end, but the main beam's good. G4 is great on the left side, a little weak on the right side, but pretty sweet buck. I would say these are 2 years old. They got quite a bit of cracking here. Still a little bit brown, just been sitting here in the sun. But let's throw them on the pack, see what else we can find. Let's keep hiking around in here. Little tiny 2-point. But that's my 4th shed today. Let's see what else we can find. Well, just hiking. Came around the corner. Can you see that shed over there? Looks like either a giant 2-point or something. Just a giant 2-point. Crazy. Couple years old too. Oh, that's my 5th deer shed, muley shed today. Still scouting, hiking around, glassing. Let's see what else we can turn up. Well, more than likely I'm gonna get soaked. I got one hell of a monsoon storm rolling in. Got one behind me and one to the south of me here, so I do have my rain jacket. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna keep heading south towards the truck. Hopefully I pick up some more sheds. Well, it rained on me for about an hour and a half. Still sprinkling. And now I got some fog or low hanging clouds. It's not very conducive to glassing. But we'll see. We'll stick it out and see what happens. Well, it's been a little while since I found an antler. Got rained on for like 2 hours. This looks like a little tiny coos deer shed. Next to a soda can. They like these open grass feeding areas. But I had to hide from the rain for like 2 hours. It poured on me. But that is my 6th deer shed today, so let's see what else we can turn up. Still got about an hour left to the truck. Well, just hiking back to the truck. I thought that was just a bone because of that thing, but I think this is a little spike antler. Crazy. That thing is tiny. Well, that's my 7th little deer shed of the day. I'm almost back to the truck, maybe a half mile. Let's see what else we can turn up. I think I'm just gonna go set some trail cams. Check some of my others. It's getting pretty close to archery season. Man, it is a wet one. Freaking rained for hours. Everything is soaked. Well, just making it back to the truck. Good thing I tipped that cod over, it had been full of water. All that's from all the rain today. That wash got washed out even more. Pretty crazy. Lots of water. Taking a dump, huh? I guess I scared the shit out of him. Just a little guy. It's the 3rd bear I've seen today. All right, before it starts raining again, I got a 50-pound bag of salt loaded on the EXO frame pack. I'm gonna take my drill and I'm gonna head down and actually check my camera and then move it to a different spot. I'm gonna kind of disrupt what's going on down there. There's 2 other cameras there now. So I'm gonna make a new spot and then we'll figure it out. Hopefully they start going to that spot. All right, I just moved this camera. There's my salt pile. Got 50 pounds of salt laid out. Hopefully this setup works better than that other one. Their only problems, they're used to coming to that other spot, but they might feel more secure here. There's a lot more trees. It's not as wide open. And we know they feed in here and they lose their antlers in here, so hopefully this spot works out. Let's head back to the truck and go check maybe one more camera. Well, I saw this bear patch in here. I don't know why the elk and the deer like to bed down in these spots, but I looked to my left and I got a little brown raghorn right here. So they definitely use this spot. Man, that thing's tiny. This little 3-point. Starting to get chewed on. But heck yeah, I'll take that. Maybe I'll get lucky and stumble into something else. Bonus. Well, I'm still hiking back to the truck. And And I think I got a brownie. Nice. Well, that was a nightmare. Has anybody ever been so deep in the locust that you can't even tell which direction you're going? I thought I'd never make it back to the truck. It's crazy. But pretty good. I moved that camera and I found 2 other sheds. So let's get out of here and see what else we can turn up today. Oh, so here's my pitiful haul from last weekend. Obviously that big heavy giant, that thing weighed 10.7 pounds. That side-by-side muley set, the brown ragger, and that one actually ended up being a 2-year-old little 6-point. But you can just see the difference between that 6-point antler and that 6-point. Even missing his third and with a tiny second, that thing still weighs 10.7 pounds. Just the mass on this thing is just ridiculous. A couple little tiny coos deer sheds. I don't know if that's a muley or what, little tiny 2-pointers. That other 4x4 chalker and that big 2-point. Thanks for watching this week's video, guys. We appreciate all the comments, the thumbs up that you guys give us, so make sure to do that. If you're new to the channel and this is your first video that you watched, or you've been watching 10 of them and have yet to subscribe, go ahead and click on this link right here, this icon. You'll be subscribed to the channel. If you missed the past 2 weeks' videos, you can click right here and right here, get caught up on the last 2 weeks' videos. Then go visit our channel website, go visit some of our playlists and watch all those. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for watching.